boys and girls. 225. Back for set 2. Still 225. Two and a quarter still. Try to down slow, fast up. Next time, set 4, and I'm not giving myself a whole lot of rest in between, kind of on purpose. It's not the right thing to do, but it's what I want to do. All right, last set. I put another 10 on there, so that's 235. This will be the most weight that I've squatted thus far. This happens to be my 5th set, so it's not like this is my max. This is just my top set for tonight. I don't know what my max is, but for right now, this is a PR if I get it. Should say when I get it. Easy fucking weight. Yes, I know it is easy weight, but for me, again, newbie. 190. Second set. All right, we're back. Fourth set. You would know that if you're counting. Hope you're enjoying the music. I'm sure it's loud. One more. All right, fifth and final set. Not a lot of rest in between this, so this one's probably going to be pretty rough. Just giving you a heads up. Sloppy, but I got it. Be right back. 107 on the bar. All right, we're up to 112. Stick around. All right, boys and girls. I hope you enjoyed the video. I know it's probably really boring. For those of you that were keen-eyed, you would have picked up on a couple of things already, but I'm gonna just spell it out for everybody who didn't see it. For the squatting that I did, number one, sorry about that. Number one, I started off with more weight than I've done ever in a 5 rep. Because if you remember, my previous 1 rep max was 225. I was doing 5 rep maxes today, or 5 reps with 225, and then I added another 10 and went for 235 for the last set. Still felt good. Yes, I know I got a little carried away with the easy weight at the end, but mental barriers, right? Little steps. Bench presses. The most I did was last week. Now the most I've ever done for 1 rep max would be a 205. I probably had a 210 or 215 in me, but 205. The most I've done for 5 reps was 185, and that was last week. I did 5 sets of 5 reps at 185. Today I did 190. 190? I think that's 190, yeah. So I did 190. So I added another, another 5 pounds. There's 2.5s on there. So 190, 5 sets, 5 reps. For the 1-arm rows, I started out 5 pounds heavier than I did last week at 107, because I was at 102 last week. I added 5 pounds on there to hit 107 for the first 3 sets, and then the last 2 sets I jumped it up to 112. So I added another 5 on there. The reason why the weird number is because my bar is actually 12 pounds. I weighed it, it's 12 pounds, so that's what it is. What makes that exercise hard, I feel like I have a lot more left in me. What actually makes it hard is because the bar is only 1 inch thick and it's chrome. So what I'm going to try to do next week is put my 1 inch fat grip over it and see if that makes it any better. But I'm not sure it'll fit in between the bars, so I don't know. But that's what makes it difficult, is because it's slippery. I'm sweating and it's slippery, and then it's only 1 inch chrome, so I start losing my grip on it. But anyway, this week has been a week of, or today has been a week of mini PRs, right? More weight than I've ever done on a squat, period. 235 is my max, and I did that in a 5 rep on my last set. 225 for the first 4 sets is the most that I've ever done in a 5 rep set. So great on the squats. A couple of them were a little bit sloppy. I'm still working on my technique, but they're getting there. Bench presses, 190 is the most that I've done in a 5 set, 5 rep max, 5 set, 5 rep block. So there's a PR there, and then I set basically 2 PRs with the 1-arm row for myself at 107 and then 112. So there's that. Probably next week I'm going to get back into doing pull-ups again. Like, I'll probably do 5 tonight just to finish it off. But because my elbow joints are still tender, I am taking it real easy on that. The only arm wrestling specific stuff that I'm doing is hand and wrist. I do some cupping off of the high pulley, which, you know, is just lat, holding your elbow down. There's no real bicep work there, it's just cupping. And the other stuff is supported by my elbow, or supported by my knee on my elbow, so I'm not using my biceps at all. I don't do bicep workouts yet, none of that. That's gonna all be, let's see, 3 weeks, because we're 1 week in now, so it's gonna be another 3 weeks before I do any of that stuff. This stuff, however, Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays, I'm going to continue doing this. I'm going to continue to try to push more weight every week. I am not going to try to push more weight on Wednesday and then more weight on Friday. I'm going to try to keep all of these weights this week. And you know, you never know. You might have a bad day, you might have a good day. Some days are easier, some days are harder, whatever. But I'm going to try to keep this weight all week. And then next week, I'll try to add like another 5 pounds on the squat, another 5 pounds on everything, right? And then see where that goes. I'm going to end up having to get 1.25 pound or 1.5 pound plates. I can see this now, or 1.25 pound plates. But anyway, so that's where we're at. My weight, weird. I'm fluctuating between 235 and 240. And when I say fluctuating, I mean like tomorrow I could be 235 when today I was 240. And then the next day I could be 240 again. It's weird. I go 5 pound swings like a needle, but I never seem to go below like 234, and I never seem to go above 241. It's very weird. I actually threw some good money after bad today and spent $20 on a fitness app to try to, you know, figure out, hey, is there something that I'm just missing? And you know, they did one of those pre-thing workout plans and all that. You know, I knew I wasn't going to follow the meal plan because I just wanted to, because I know I need to hit certain macros as far as protein to keep muscle growth, etc. But I wanted to see like what their total calories was, what their exercises was, because what they told me is I could reach 210 pounds by May 5th, right? Which is, it's like a month and a week away, or a month and 2 weeks away, so 6 weeks away. It told me that I can hit 210, which is 10 pounds less than what I want. I can hit 210 by May 5th. So I was like, you know what? I spent 20 bucks on it, and I opened it up and I looked at, you know, I just added up all the calories that they wanted me to have for the next 2 weeks. And it averaged out to, like, for this week, it would have been 13,900 and some odd calories. Next week is just over 10,000. So it's like a medium calorie week, and then a low calorie week, and then a medium calorie, low calorie. Okay, fine. Well, it just so turns out that with my big dinners, because I'll let you in on what my diet is, okay? In the morning, I have a Muscle Milk Pro, 170 calories, 32 grams of protein, 9 grams of fat, 9 grams of fat and 9 grams of carbs, something like that, or 2 grams of fat, 9 grams of carbs. So low carb, low fat, high protein, not really high on the calories, 11-ounce drink, cool. So that's it, that's my morning, that's my breakfast. Now my next meal is usually around 1 or 2 o'clock in the afternoon, because I normally have that one around 10. So my next meal is 16 ounces water mixed with 2 scoops of muscle milk protein, which is 280 calories, 32 grams of protein, 20 grams of carbs, and 9 grams of fat. And I also mix a teaspoon of creatine in there. And that's pure creatine. So that's that, right? And then I have the third meal is usually around 4 or 5 o'clock in the afternoon, and that is the same muscle milk shake as I had in the morning, so 170 calories, 32 grams of protein, blah, 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 with 2 peanut butter wraps on keto-friendly burritos. So it comes out to, by the time I get home from work, I've put down about 930 calories for the entire day. So even with 1,000 calorie dinner, which my wife has made some, and I mean, they're good dinners. They're chicken, beef, rice, vegetables. That's pretty much it. Some turkey. Like tonight was ground turkey with a little bit of Swiss cheese mixed in there, vegetables on rice. Probably had about 800, 850 calories all said and done. Super high on the protein. We're talking almost 100 grams of protein, right? So super good food. So I'm not eating unhealthy, right? Not at all. So the only thing that I really learned from the app is I'm not far off from what the professionals would be doing. And number two, I really need to start my intermittent fasting again. I kind of got away from that because I was like, I don't need it, but I'm going to do that. So from now on, my meals are going to start either at 1 o'clock in the afternoon or 2 o'clock in the afternoon and end either at 9 or 10 at night. That's just because of my work schedule. And that's just the way it's going to have to be. So that's the only thing that I've really slacked on is my intermittent fasting. But, if that's really what's causing it, then so be it. Maybe I'm just really, really sensitive to that type of stuff. But in any case, next Monday I go in for my next blood work to make sure that all my liver enzymes are good. My blood pressure was phenomenal. It was 124 over 82, so that's come down. You got to understand, guys, for the last 5 years, anytime I went to take a physical for a job or something like that, they would take my blood pressure, have me lay down on my left side for 10 minutes, and then take my blood pressure again because it was that high. That's a resting blood pressure. Now it's 184 over 82. So things are definitely getting better as far as my health. It's just the weight is still a problem. Now, don't get me wrong. My jeans are still fitting better. My clothes are fitting better. I'm definitely filling out. So I do attribute some of the stagnation in weight to muscle growth. Obviously, I'm definitely putting on muscle. Anybody can see that. But I'm definitely not putting on enough muscle to just completely stall out my weight and then have 5-pound swings. So something's going on. I'm trying to put my finger on it. But anyway, that's where I'm at. I actually enjoy my diet quite a bit. It's, yes, it's regimented, but I get to have different meals at night. She went outside next week or the week. Trying to remember the dates. 2 weeks from now, 3 weeks from now, is my wife's birthday. So I'm gonna plan on getting that day off. I'm not gonna eat anything all day, and we're probably gonna go out to Texas Roadhouse and just gorge. And that's fine. That type of stuff, even if you have a complete cheat day where you just go crazy. I mean, obviously you don't want to put 10,000 calories down, but let's say for me, I'm averaging 1,900 to 2,000 calories a day. If I put down 3,000 calories in that day, and it's all garbage food, at the most I should gain a pound at the end of the week. You know what I mean? By the time everything cycles through, I should gain a pound. So something is still up, and I got to try to figure it out. But I don't foresee having a problem getting down to 220 by August. Because even right now I could water cut the 18 or 15 pounds, whatever I need. Yes, it would suck, and yes, it would be a miserable experience, but I could do it. So I really do foresee myself being at 220 for June 3rd. But I'd rather be walking around at 222 or 220 or 218 and just walk in there, weigh in, have a great meal, not worry about shit, and just go to town. It's going to be a huge tournament anyway. I'm not going to win. At least I don't have any delusions of grandeur, but I'm going to give it my shot. So we'll see what happens. But anyway, I wanted to keep you guys updated. I'll see you guys on Wednesday. Hope you enjoyed it. Have a good night.